In question 7, in first 4 lines, they have given description of the figure on the right. Read this, pause the video, and we'll continue with part 1. Okay, in part 1, they are asking us to show that CP, the vector CP, starting at C, ending at P, this one. Okay, CP is equal to this. All right. But problem is that CP is not in terms of I, J or K, any one. So in such cases, what should we do? We should see if CP can be written in terms of something else. And we know CP is a fraction of CA. What fraction? We don't know, because we just know that this part is 3 units. How much is the rest of the part? We don't know. So the best thing is that we know that triangle COA is a right angle triangle. So we can use Pythagorean theorem to find PA as well. So in that, CO square plus OA magnitude square will be equal to CA magnitude square by Pythagorean theorem. CO, we know the magnitude is 3. OA 4, and that will be CA square root. So 9 plus 16 is 25, and square root of 25 is 5. So the length of the magnitude of CA vector is 5. 3 is already there, so the remaining is 2. So the fraction we were looking for is 3/5. CP is 3/5 of CA, because total length is 5 and 3 units are from C to P. Okay, and CA, for CA we have to do something else. CA vector can be written as, because C to A is no IJK, so we'll go to O first, CO, and then O to A. That will be the vector CA. CO is given to us, it is minus 3K. Yeah, the length is 3 and it is in K direction but in opposite, so minus 3K. OA is plus 4 and I direction. This is what we will use here. CP is 3/5, let's say 0.6. 3/5 is same as 0.6, and CA we know now, minus 3K plus 4I, which will be minus 1.8A plus 2.4I. Let's add the positive first, so CP becomes 2.4I minus 1.8K, and that is what they wanted us to show. Let's go to second part. The second part, they're saying express OP and BP also in terms of I, J and K. So let's start with OP. Okay, so the tail is at O, the head is at P. So what will I do? I will take the help of the part 1 in this. I will go from O to C first, OC, and then from C to P, and that will be equal to OP. And OC, we know OC is positive 3K, and CP we just found out, 2.4I minus 1.8K in part 1. So it will be 3 minus 1.8, 1.2K plus 2.4I. That's OP. Second, they are asking BP. All right. So starting at B, okay, this is B, and ending at P. So I can't go directly BP, so I will go to O first, down this direction. So it will be BO, and then what we did earlier, OC plus CP. That's how we will reach from B to P. Alright, OC plus CP is OP, we already know this. So OP we will write as 1.2K plus 2.4I. Alright, BO is the one which is challenging, and there is no challenge. From B to O, they have given here 2.4 is the magnitude and direction is J, but it is minus J, minus 2.4 J. equal to BP. Let's write the positive ones first. So I will write 1, rather I will be written first. 2.4I minus 2.4J plus 1.2K. This is BP. Second part is also done. Let's go to the third part. Use a scalar product to find the angle BPC. This angle is BPC. Okay. Let me redraw the two lines which are forming this angle. Okay, this is P, this is B, and this is C. Angle, whenever we need to find, it should be tail to tail. All angle is never head to tail or head to head. It is always tail to tail. That means P has to be the tail and other 2 points have to be heads, and we have to find this angle. And the angle, when we use scalar rule, angle theta is always cos inverse. In this case, angle PC, vector PC dot vector PB over PC's magnitude multiplied by PB's magnitude. This is the formula for finding the angle with scalar product. Okay, so first we have to find the dot product. So what are the two vectors? PC first. PC. Okay, where do we have? Yeah, we had CP here. So because we want PC, the opposite, so we will write the negative. So let me write PC dot PB will be negative of this. So I will write 1.8K first because it becomes positive. Minus 2.4I dot. Second, PB. PB is BP. Yeah, negative of BP, which is negative of this vector. So I will write the negative one, which becomes positive, 2.4J minus 2.4I minus 1.2K. So this comes out to be 1.8K multiplied by minus 1.2 and absolute K square. K dot K is absolute K square. Alright, I with I, so plus, both are negative I, here this and this, both are negative, so minus 2.4 minus 2.4 absolute I square, and J, this J has no taker on the other bracket, there is no J, so J multiplied by 0 will be 0, so I am ignoring it. Okay, then if I multiply these two, minus 2.16 K square, the magnitude of K unit vector is 1 and 1 square is 1, so do not write it, plus 5.76, again I square magnitude will be 1 square, which is 1, so no need, so it will be how much? 3.6, yeah, 3.6. That is the numerator of this cos inverse. Now we need to know the magnitudes of PC and PB. Okay, so magnitude of PC first will be square root, and PC is this one with negative, so minus 2.4 square plus 1.8 square, which will be 5.76 plus 3.24, which is 9, and if you square root 3, magnitude of PC is 3. Alright, magnitude of PB, square root and negative of these ones, right? Minus 2.4 square plus 2.4 square plus minus 1.2 square, 5.76 plus 5.76 plus 1.44 square root. Okay, 5 to 5 plus 10, 11, 12.96, and that comes out to be 3.6. Okay, let's put everything into the formula now. This formula, cos inverse PC dot PB is 3.6, so angle will be cos inverse PB dot PC was 3.6, magnitude of PC was 3, magnitude of PB came out with 3.6 again, here. Okay, they cancel out. So cos inverse 1/3. 1/3. And if I put this in my calculator, the answer will be 70.52 degrees. This is the angle between the two vectors.